Hi everyone, so good to see you today. I have several pieces of news and information to share with you today, and I'll also close out this video with a poem that I've come to enjoy and really appreciate over the last week or so. First, I wanted to respond to Governor Baker's reopening phased plan that he announced for the state yesterday. In that, he had included in phase one that houses of worship could begin to open and gather with clear guidelines and stipulations about how that would be done. The First Religious Society will be staying with our plan to hold online services streaming through June 21st, and will be suspending in-person gatherings and operations through the end of this church year. The safety and well-being of all of you and us is of the utmost importance. So rather than make a hasty and potentially dangerous decision, we will be convening a reopening team that will include board members, staff, and some parishioners, and we'll be looking at the needs of our congregation and how it is safest for us to reopen, when and how and what that will look like. So stay tuned for news on that. And regardless of how that happens as it pertains to this summer anyway, we will be having online worship services through Zoom, which is very exciting and will bring a new way for us to be together. I'm preaching, Justin and Julie and Marcus Lyle, so lots of good stuff coming this summer as well as other programming. However, between now and then, there's also a lot of good things happening. This Sunday, Memorial Day, I'll be doing sort of a state of the church in preparation for the annual meeting next week, and reflecting upon the question of what is the role of church, and particularly our church, during this pandemic. I'd really love to know your thoughts about that. So please email me your thoughts, your suggestions, your reflections about the role of church at this time in history, and specifically our church. I do hope you've signed up for the annual meeting. If you haven't, please do. There's a link on the website. We really need to get a quorum there to be able to vote on some important things. There's other great things happening. Next Sunday is Young Church Sunday. Then we have our services that are led by the teens on June 14th, our final service on the 21st. Lots of good stuff. You don't want to miss any of it. You want to be there for it all. Let me close with this poem. This poem is entitled Optimism by Jane Hirschfield. More and more, I have come to admire resilience. Not the simple resistance of a pillow whose form returns over and over to the same shape, but the sinuous tenacity of a tree. Finding the light newly blocked on one side, it turns in another. A blind intelligence, true, but out of such persistence arose turtles, rivers, mitochondria, figs, all this resonance, unretractable earth. May we ever turn toward the light, turn toward one another, and toward all that is good. And may we find that optimism and that resilience that carries us through. Blessings, my friends. I love you dearly. I miss you. And I wish you all good things this day and every day.